We spend 30% of the time on social media management, most time on content, and then put together a new pipeline.
If we're running paid ads, okay, we get more views, but if that's not translating into more like followers, more viewers on our like app, on our other reels, if we're not getting more lower of the funnel engagement, then those views, it's just like a vanity metric. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Hey guys, so it's 2 a.m. in the morning right now. I'm about to head to sleep. We've had a really busy day, a really busy week in the business, actually bringing in a lot of new customers now. At the beginning of the week, I was reflecting on the last month when things were slow, and we've already kind of blew through how much sales we did in the entire November and the first week of December. So things are really starting to pick up. And I think a lot of the times entrepreneurs, when they start their business, especially a software business, they have this mentality that they need to put in a lot of work in the beginning. And then after a while, it's just going to be smooth sailing and that stress is going to go away. And that's almost never the case. If you're growing a company, whatever problems and stress levels that you have now, the problems never go away. The problems only become bigger, more complicated, maybe more interesting, and maybe like more fun to solve, or maybe more, you might have like more extravagant problems, but you're always going to have problems, and those problems are always going to grow. And one of the things that really has resonated with me lately is that if you really want to build a company that's going to last, the biggest thing that you have to fight is your own burnout, because it's a marathon. The problems never go away. It's never going to get easier. So you really have to think long term, and you need to think about how this is going to last for the next 5 years or 10 years, because that's when you really need that time frame in order to build a really great company. Front of a group of students, mainly talking about my digital nomad life, being an entrepreneur. It's going to be a great way for me to connect with other digital nomads, especially for someone like me that is traveling to so many different countries. It's really tough to make new friends, to meet new people, because every time you go to a new country, you're kind of starting over and rebuilding that social network. So for me, I try every week or so to put myself out there, put myself in new events, new opportunities to make new friends, meet people with similar interests. In the beginning, it kind of feels a little bit weird because most people, they make friends through, people that they've grown up with, people that they've gone to college with. You have to be like putting an effort into doing these things. Otherwise, you don't really meet anybody. So I'm going to be working on preparing that presentation tonight. A quick 10-minute talk, and then a panel discussion. And yeah, that's what I'll be working on. All right, so it is Saturday, and we are about to head to the Digital Nomad event. Going to be talking with a bunch of students about my experience traveling and working abroad. So I started my first business. This was me in college. We fixed iPhones. So when you go to party and you break your phone, we had a business on store where we would fix the phones. When I was 6 years old, I moved to the US. When I moved to Mexico, I didn't really like tacos. It's completely different than Asian food. So a lot of the people you meet, you become good friends with, and then 3 months later, they move away. So it's really, really tough to make really good friends.
3, 2, 1, one more. 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. One more. Okay.
This is Dana. She works for the Taiwanese government and runs a networking event in Taipei. This is our host at the restaurant, and he's explaining to us that one of the most valuable dishes that they serve is the lamb's head, because there's only one head for a lamb.
风一吹过我就要
Hey guys, so that's it for week 2 of the vlog. Hope you enjoyed following me on my journey here in Taipei while building a company. Just like reflecting back, I feel like as an entrepreneur, I'm always really hard on myself. Every week, it feels like I didn't get as much done in the week as I would have wanted. But doing these vlogs and looking back on everything that I've accomplished, it's actually been a lot. And I think this vlog has been a great way for me to just keep self-conscious about these things. Over the weekend, it was really great to go to the networking event, speak to students, and meet other digital nomads. I'm trying to spend more time every week just investing in building my network, meeting more people. I think as an entrepreneur, you have to do that. When I was younger, I spent most of my time learning how to build, how to grow my individual skill set. But about like 2 years into building my company, I really hit a wall where you realize that you can't really build anything big by yourself. And I realized that once my company had some traction, I needed to go out and find other smart people to join me in order to take the company to the next level. And at that time, my network was really, really small. I didn't know anyone else that could help me with these things. And so I realized that your network is really important because you need to surround yourself with a great team in order to build something great. You can't do it by yourself. There's a quote that's really stuck with me. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So I think if you can invest in building a network, you can create more opportunities for yourself, for the people around you. And ultimately, I think that's what it means to be a leader, is to create opportunities for your team. So that's what I've been trying to focus on doing within the company and also just building out my network out here in Taipei. That's it for this week. I hope you guys like the content so far. If you do, please subscribe and follow me as I continue this journey. All right, thanks guys.